obviously it's nice to have the cash, but, you know, when it comes to actual policy on cryptocurrency, what are your proposals?
Well, I think, you know, as in regards to the attacks on my campaign for accepting crypto, I think Senator Bill Bradley said it best, where attacking a fellow Democrat for accepting Bitcoin is like attacking a fellow Democrat for using the internet back in 1996. What my opponent clearly demonstrated, he's not prepared to lead in the 21st century, and that I am. If you look at the makeup of Congress, less than 4% have a technical background like me. More than 40% are lawyers. And the average age of Democratic leadership is 72 years old. I'm 38. And what we saw in the Mark Zuckerberg congressional hearing, to the amazement of everyone in America, is that our legislators have the skill sets for the 20th century, yet they're tackling 21st century problems. And what we've seen in the face of these attacks is that the rest of America sees this, and we've actually raised more than $130,000 in the wake of these baseless attacks at crypto.forde.com, and people are continuing to support because they want more scientists and technologists in Congress who believe in evidence-based policymaking, not irrational emotional thinking, which is what you have right now in Congress. And when I do get there, what we have to look at, and this is not just for cryptocurrencies, let's be clear, this is for all emerging technologies. Turns out with emerging technologies, they're generally not illegal, they're not legal, they're just new. And I experienced this myself as a tech entrepreneur. I served in the Peace Corps in Nicaragua, and then I ended up staying and building one of the largest phone companies in the country after serving in the Peace Corps to help the rural poor. And we brought in a new technology at the time called Voice over IP. And that technology wasn't legal, it wasn't illegal, it was just new, but it was helping hundreds of thousands of rural Nicaraguans save millions of dollars. And that story is similar to all of the folks who are building out new companies with autonomous vehicles, artificial intelligence, cryptocurrency, etc.
To be fair, you're not being accused of just accepting Bitcoin. The problem that, you know, your opponents are talking about is what Bitcoin can potentially be associated with. So some of your opponents saying that donors are Bitcoin speculators who oppose cracking down on drug deals and human trafficking. What's your response to that?
That's right. And what Dan Primark did when he talked to their campaign is that they said that they actually have no proof that that is true. And so it's baseless attacks using fear-mongering instead of rational, evidence-based policymaking. And that's the problem with Congress. That's a problem with Washington, D.C. We need to send more scientists and technologists to Congress who think rationally, not emotionally. Because what we have to think about with all these emerging technology companies is that we need regulatory sandboxes to help.
It's not just tech, it's not just lawmakers who don't understand it potentially or don't like it. You've got Bill Gates saying that he would short Bitcoin if he could. You've got Warren Buffett saying that it's rat poison squared.
Yeah, Bill Gates also missed the smartphone, the internet, and a few other revolutionary technologies. So while he hit it right on Microsoft, and I've spoken to Bill Gates about Bitcoin, he's certainly missing the point, and he's got a few other big misses in his history as well.